It's goofy looking, but it's also been the trainer of choice for an entire generation of pilots, and now it's a monster truck.
Oh, we did it! Holy crap!
Hey there, I'm John. This is Two Brothers RC, and this is how stupid I look when I'm trying to fly in confined spaces.
Jesus.
You okay?
This is the Monster Scout. Huge thanks to Horizon, who sent over an Aero Scout so that I could modify it into a goofy bush plane using Kin Additive's Taildragger conversion kit, with a full suite of metal geared servos to withstand the abuse that I plan to put it through.
You caught the big one.
Yep, I did. Flop.
Here's a little Two Brothers lore for you. I learned to fly radio-controlled aircraft on this plane back in late 2020 after Hangar 18 Hobbies, my local hobby shop,
Flop.
told me to get good and stop flying like crap after I busted my first timber.
Boink.
Obviously, I've learned nothing over the last 4 years except newer and better ways to crash things.
Flop.
The Aero Scout is a fun plane and a great beginner aircraft to fly in stock form, but it's way more fun and challenging as a taildragger. Isn't everything? Here's some reasons why you should consider converting your Aero Scout into a Monster Scout. First, the lifted struts increase the wing's angle of attack on the takeoff rollout by about 10 degrees. This makes it much easier to take off in a shorter amount of runway. Second, you can run big wheels to increase the wing's angle of attack even more, and conquer nasty areas that you've got no business flying anything from at all. Third, it looks awesome, and it's crazy enjoyable, almost like the plane should have been a taildragger to begin with. Now, with the stock servo setup, you're not going to see much of a change in how the plane flies. The stock servos are plastic and they don't have a whole lot of throw. That's why I recommend running an AGF RC B11 DLS servo in the elevator. You'll also need to change the servo arm position of the rudder by reversing it so that it doesn't bind on the elevator arm. That way you can max out the elevator travel and still have full rudder too. For the rest of the servos, including the rudder and both ailerons, I used FMS metal geared servos for longevity and strength.
The rudder and aileron authority is just out of this world. And the reason why we're using that AGFRC servo is specifically so that we can bring it in and 3-point it, because we are going to take it to bush flying locations in the area pretty soon and just plop it in on undeveloped spots. Just like that. Holy crap, dude. This is fun.
The upgrade kit on kinadditive.com will run you $40, which is money well spent in my opinion. Getting to take a really fun airframe like the Aero Scout and turn it into something even more fun and capable for less than the cost of the new AAA game?
That Kin gear takes it easy.
Hell yeah! Plus, it'll last longer than that game Concorde ever did. If you upgrade the AR631 included in the plane to AS3X Plus, you'll find that aerobatics will be super enjoyable, much more than they ever were on the original stock setup. It's very responsive and it's locked in at the same time. The gyro never fights you for control of the plane. I found that it flew best with 1800 SMC 3-cell packs, and if you wanted to go further with aerobatics, you could set up heading hold and really push the envelope of what the plane can do, too. Sorry, no AS3X gains to share here. Since I modified the servos, my values won't translate over to your setup. If you want to give the Monster Scout a shot on AS3X Plus, try working with 1X gains with 20 roll, 40 pitch, and 20 yaw, and set the stop lock rate to 60. Adjust up or down from there. One of the other side effects of increasing the elevator travel to full is the increased pitch authority to just throw it around without a care. The Monster Scout will do all sorts of maneuvers, even some 3D moves that you wouldn't expect it to be able to do. The thing I enjoy most about the Monster Scout is that I can fly it from a wide variety of terrain. If you remember the bush flying scoring system, this plane would definitely score a 5 out of 5 here if I was doing a review and not just showing you how awesome this kit is. I got it to fly off of the airport entrance no problem.
Oh yeah.
And it didn't have any issues with Jack Smith Park either. That's a 3 out of 5.
I wasn't sure I was going to make it through there, but we hit the pine tree and still kept going.
Caught the bush.
Did you get that part?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it again.
Woo.
Those monster truck gear absolutely take it. So we are in what we would normally call our 3 out of 5 bush flying location, except for the fact that this is not a bush plane and we're not giving it a bush plane review. It's just kind of a fun fly thing to see if we can actually do this. Aside from almost hitting myself and almost hitting my wife, I think we did pretty good. Let's move on to the next location, see what we can do.
It also handled the really tight space under the transmission lines with ease.
Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm not, but we're about to find out if we can fly through that window at this time of year with the AeroScout. Here we go.
Where I started running into issues was trying to fly it at the Lakeside Forest. I wasn't even sure I had the ability to get it into the window to land it at all.
Well, step 1 is done. She's up.
It's in the sky.
Now, as long as I don't lose track of it here, we should be good to go. Okay, I think I see. Okay, I see it. We might only get one and done on this one. Flop. Hey, we made it through the window though.
It's through the window.
After a failed first attempt, it went through on the second, and there would have been more attempts had I not lost a wheel nut in the woods here. This place is brutal to landing gear.
You can see the kin gear took the impact pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm impressed with how well they take impacts. They've held up to every bit of abuse we put them through so far. Let's try it again.
All right, round 2.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, a little bit.
I almost had it though.
It was close.
Oh, we did it. Holy crap.
Told you it'd make it.
Dude, I can't see the damn thing half the time. I go over there and I'm just hoping I don't go into the trees on the other side of the lake, and I'm just hoping that I don't hit the damn tree there. Let's do it again.
Let's do it good.
My Timber Evo using the Kin Additive Upgrade Kit lost a wheel here too for the exact same reason. After this, I ended up putting blue Loctite on the wheel nuts. That should stop them from spinning off in hard landings going forward.
Hold on tight.
Yeah. Lakeside Forest, the destroyer of wheel nuts.
Yeah, it does do a pretty good job of doing that, doesn't it?
It does.
One other thing that I really liked about this tail dragger conversion is that it lets you pull off ridiculous forward slips while landing in confined areas. The offset wheels give you a lot of headroom to allow you to swing the gear down at the last moment so you get dramatic landing without risking a wing strike. Not that replacement parts for the AeroScout are expensive or anything, but hey, part of the finesse of flying for me is trying to wreck as little as possible while pushing my skills as hard as I can. And the AeroScout Tail Dragger Kit is a good tool to help you build tail dragger skills if that's the kind of flying you want to do.
Boink. See how durable that is?
And it can be done inexpensively and with some household tools that you probably already have. Kin even has a YouTube video demonstrating how to install the kit that I've chopped up here to shorten up for the video. Definitely consider getting this kit for your own AeroScout, and if you don't have a Scout yet, get one from the link in the description below to help us bring more content like this to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.